Hello everyone, welcome to TNN Techipedia. Today's topic is Microsoft Surface Pro 8, a strong 2-in-1 with many hidden features. Microsoft's new addition to the Surface lineup, the Surface Pro 8, proves the old adage, you get what you pay for, sometimes needs additional context. In this case, be ready to drop a hefty chunk of change for this Windows 11 tablet itself and then another sizable chunk on the top of that for the accessories that make it useful. If you have ever seen or used a Surface Pro 8 before, nothing about this refresh about Microsoft's flagship tablet will surprise you. Microsoft made a number of noteworthy physical changes to the device from 2019 Surface Pro 7, like the aforementioned display upgrades, smaller bezels, and Thunderbolt 4 ports. Specifications of the Microsoft new Surface Pro 8. 13-inch display with thin bezels, 120Hz refresh rate, 11th generation Intel Core i5 and i7 processors, 8, 16 or 32 GB RAM, 128, 256, 512 GB or 1 TB removable SSD storage, 2x USB-C ports with Thunderbolt 4. Surface Connect port for charging can also charge via USB-C. 3.5mm headphone jack. Up to 16 hours of battery life versus 10.5 hours on Pro 7. Platinum and graphite color options. Brightness 800 nits above. The Surface 8 Pro has quad-core Core i7 1115 G7 with Iris Xe integrated graphics. Hidden features of this amazing gadgets are Microsoft jacked up the display size and refresh rate popped up in the new processors. And all it is not heavy weighted like the other tabs and laptop. It is just 891 grams only. Built-in 5.0 megapixel 1080 pixel front-facing camera and 10 megapixel 4K real-facing camera. Wi-Fi 6 for ultra-fast bandwidth as compared to Wi-Fi 5. Price starts at 1,11,990. The signature keyboard offers an accomplished typing experience coated in a soft touch Alcantara fabric. White backlit keys are a major advantage of some rivals. A relatively large trackpad is also more usable now, supporting Windows 11's full range of gestures. The Pro 8 continues to dual 2W stereo speakers which output via large grills on either side of the device. They deliver rich punchy audio that you wouldn't necessarily accept from a device this size. They have a decent level of bass and it doesn't become distorted at high volumes, while Dolby Atmos support enables room-filling sound. Audiophiles will start need to connect headphones or external speakers, but it's an excellent experience for casual users. Perhaps one of the most significant and welcome changes to Surface Pro 8 besides Thunderbolt 4, a 120Hz display, is the arrival of the removable SSD. While designed primarily for security concerns, regular consumers can take matters into their hands to upgrade the SSD to a larger size and even gain some speed. It's a fantastic feature since you have saved yourself hundreds of dollars if you plan your Surface Pro 8 purchase and SSD upgrade. There are two reasons to consider upgrading the internal storage to Surface Pro 8, with the first being the most obvious. You want more internal storage, and secondly, you want a slightly faster SSD. The first reason is self-evident. You bought a Surface Pro 8 with 128 GB or 256 GB of storage and you want more. Maybe you want 512 GB or even 1 TB. Indeed, you could buy the 128 GB Surface Pro 8 and for less than Rupees 1,51,137 get to 100 TB if you upgrade it yourself. If you want Microsoft to pre-configure your 1 TB option, you need to drop 1,66,000. It even works if you want that entry level i7 16 GB 256 GB model. Tossing in a third party 1 TB SSD costs you 1,36,000 versus 1,66,436 from Microsoft. A faster SSD is less of a reason to upgrade and you should be seen as a side benefit. Typically, doubling or even quadrupling your storage also improves the read and write performance due to the parallel nature of how flash storage is accomplished. Surface Pro 8's default SSD is, at best, mid-range by today's standards. Popping in more storage could yield plus 500 MB per second improved sequential read scores, which does make everything feel just a smidge snappier. Picking which SSD to get for Surface Pro 8 is the tricky part. It's different for buying standard laptop SSD as Surface Pro 8 and Pro X use M.2230 PCIe SSD, which are much smaller. There are only a few instruments needed to swap out of the Surface Pro 8 SSD, but they are crucial. New M.2230 SSD talks to T3 screwdriver, SIM tool ejector, USB thumb driver Type-C or Type-A with Type-C adapter 16 GB or larger. Surface Pro 8 recovery files. At the end of the day, though, it's still a tablet running Windows with the option connected keyboard to it. So get set and check. That's all for today. For more, stay tuned with the news now.